Some of the region's most respected business leaders will convene in Chicago for a celebration of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Chicago United is set to host its annual Bridge Award celebration on November 16th, recognizing corporations that strive for excellence and representation. It's also Chicago United's 55th anniversary. I can't believe that's amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Tiffany Hamel-Johnson's joining us this morning to talk about it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's such a pleasure. So first of all, I'm so excited to host
I am
with you guys
excited
on
for you
Thursday.
too,
I'm really
as well.
stoked about this. But tell me, for those that don't know Chicago United and the Bridge Awards and kind of what this is all about and why it's so important, can you just give us just a little bit about what the organization is and why this event is going on?
Sure, thank you, and thanks for having me. So Chicago United is a 55-year-old corporate advocacy organization. Our mission is to advance multiracial leadership in corporate America, and the vision is to make Chicago the most inclusive business ecosystem in the country.
How is it? How does it stack up, do you think, in terms of this city versus others?
So there's not an organization like Chicago United. Our member companies are made up of Fortune 500 companies, mid-sized companies, small minority-owned businesses, civic institutions, and we provide programming from the board level executive to emerging leaders of color. And we provide tools and strategies that help organizations transform culture. So really, we're very unique in what we do, and the range of sectors and businesses that are a part of Chicago United, there's nothing like that in the country.
Yeah, and it is so special, right? And
Yes.
and when you think about the benefits that when companies have diverse boards, diverse CEOs, when you're bringing that diversity into a company, how does that transform a workplace?
So it transforms a workplace by creating a pipeline of leaders. And it's not just leaders of color. We believe at Chicago United, diversity of thought increases shareholder value and increases innovation. So when you can bring a group of people together and you bring a pipeline of people, that will support an organization with its performance, we think it's really important in the work that we're doing because we're making impact.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about the Bridge Awards. What is it going to be like when people step in, and how can people be a part of it?
So the Bridge Awards, which will be held on Thursday, November 16th at Marriott Marquis, is also sponsored by BMO. And we have a Bridge Award honoree, which is ComEd, an excellent company that gets the Bridge Award. And then the CU Impact Award will be given to Cabrera Capital Markets, which is a minority-owned business. We also are celebrating our 55th anniversary, as you said, and the 20th anniversary of Business Leaders of Color distinction, which every other year since 2001, we honor up to 50 business leaders of color who are prepared and ready to sit on corporate boards. So this year, we're honoring 45. They include CEOs from Nicor, ComEd, Peoples Gas, and we're just really excited about lifting these 45 leaders up.
That's fantastic. And I'm so excited for Thursday. It's going to be such a blast.
I'm so happy you're doing it.
Me too.
It's about 700 people.
I know.
It's going to be a great party.
Yeah. And when you think like 55 years and the impact the organization has had, and you're talking about how unique it is in the country, how much of an impact has it had in that time? Because that's a milestone.
So we were created after the riots of Martin Luther King, and the business community and black pastors came together to form Chicago United. So, unfortunately, what's happening now was happening back then. Yeah. Have we made progress? We absolutely have. And again, this coalition of companies and leaders that came together from all stripes, right? Lifting Chicago United up. I definitely believe we've made inroads, but as the time that we're in now with what's happening with the dismantling of DEI, I would say I've been here 3 years, we've seen more engagement, more member companies joining. Our programming covers, again, from that emerging leader of color to the mid-level manager who doesn't have to be a leader of color. Right. It's for everyone to the board level person. And we see the engagement in the last 3 years. We've leaned in more. People understand that access and opportunity should be, available to us all. And that, again, diversity of thought, having all of us at the table lifts all of us up. And at the end of the day, it's more than a moral imperative.
Yes.
It's increasing shareholder value and it's increasing innovation. And so that's what we lean into.
Well, I'm so excited to talk about it all. Tiffany, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. That's great. And for more information, you saw the full screen up a minute ago, but we have more information on this year's Bridge Award celebration. You can head on over to our website, abc7chicago.com.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.